This read is going to be for those who have their sun in Leo or their ascending in Leo, and maybe their moon, I guess. For the month of April 2018, sun in Aries. It's spring, brand new beginnings, brand new, start of a whole new season. And actually, in astrology, it's the start of a whole new year. I mean, it's the astrological new year. So, and Aries is all about action and inspiration and new, vibrancy and spontaneity. And it's usually the actions that cause the new manifestations that bring in the new birth and growth of spring. Now, we just had a full moon in Leo, in Libra, which the full moon reveals our subconscious. It's usually during the full moon, we will learn something about our subconscious. Something in our subconscious will become more conscious and will become revealed. So during a full moon season, we'll learn something deep about our subconscious. And we'll gain a deeper understanding, and it will lead to actions that then cause us to change or to cause change. And the Libra full moon is going to be revelations or revealing about imbalances in our relationships, because the Libra represents relationships, represents balance, and the full moon in Libra is going to reveal imbalances in our relationships so that we can take action in the Aries energy and manifest the new and better, higher frequency relationship that we're reaching for, that our soul and our subconscious knows we want, that is better. Or it can also be sometimes to shift and change and raise the frequency of the current relationship that we're in, so that we raise it a higher frequency. And it can also be about work relationships. It can be about relationships in general. So let's have a look and see what's going on for Leo. How interesting. That card, I was just thinking about how it can be in general about relationships too, and it can be about our giving and taking in relationships. And this card showed up, which is about give and take. So let's have a look for Leo in these stormy astrology, okay, let's have a look. We've got at the bottom, wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a card that represents, I like to think that this card really represents the grounding of the 5D, or the grounding of the dream, because it's saying it's a major arcana. It's current, it's the outcome, and it's basically saying that the dream is grounding, or what we've been hoping to manifest is going to start materializing. That's what's happening, and it's something that is fated, and the universe is supporting this, and it's going to bring you abundance. So that's a good outcome there, the Wheel of Fortune. And the other thing is to trust. If that card comes up for me, I know it means to trust the challenges, because they're guiding you to your fate. It's for your highest good, because there's something really important at the other side of this that you have come here to manifest, that's abundant and your fate. So here we go. Let's have a look. Pulling this into the light more. Now we've got the Four of Swords, which represents sort of calm and peace. Sometimes it can mean taking a break. It can mean a vacation. It can mean basically taking a break from thinking. And swords represent thoughts. So this person is taking a moment of peace and detaching from thoughts in order to regain peace and calm. And this is going to be around giving and taking, or their thoughts and stresses in relation to giving and taking. So I'm thinking that the Leo are having problems with over giving and or not receiving, because this card is turned away from union, and I explain this in my workshop, how I have union in the center of, it can be union of a relationship or union in self. And so in the Leo, there's sort of a turnaround. It seems to me that the Leo are learning that they're not giving themselves, they give more to others than themselves, and they're coming and they're realizing that it has to do with a fear. So you see the full moon in this card. We have the moon card, which reveals the activities below, and the activities below are sort of like uncomfortable. They're howling wolves. It's strife. So this full moon reveals the hidden strife that needs to come up and be cleared, and it is going to be around the area of giving too much, because we have the giving away from the center of self. And this is causing a blockage that needs to be unblocked and needs to be revealed. The source of this, it's sourced in a deep wounding and an insecure area in the Leo. So in other words, the reason for giving too much in order to cause peace comes from an area of not wanting to experience a deeper experience, that they're afraid of a painful and difficult experience. So they block it by giving too much, so that you don't have to experience any challenges around not being a good enough person. I mean, that's where sorry, but that's how the cards are leading me. So in other words, you're earning your value in relationships by overgiving, if that makes any sense. And there's going to become a knowledge of the heart that's going to put you into more self-union, or union with your true divine partner, or reconciliation with a past partner, or a past friendship coming in. But the Six of Cups represents really positive relationship that's divinely supported, that's pure, and it's so funny that this comes underneath the give and take card, because this is a much more balanced reciprocal giving situation. Because what's going to balance for the Leo and enable them to be in union with self and their other true, more abundant partner that's universally supported is their ability to have an even balanced, pure giving without motive, without a motive to feel good enough, without a motive to block low self-esteem, if that makes sense. So what's coming forward for Leo is ending the thinking that is going to bring them into a place of peace, and ending the idea that they're responsible for creating and keeping peace. And that's causing them to sort of make superficial choices from the heart, because there's a lack of knowledge that we're not supposed to, we don't need to give that much for the relationship, for us to be valued in the relationship. And so that brings with it a sense of self, a new awareness of your true sense of value in a relationship, which is going to enable you to manifest the reconciliation of somebody that is truly in your heart, that is your divine partner. And also a past life relationship as well, very possibly. And so the ending of the thinking that is motivating the overgiving, because the giving is not actually coming from a pure place, is going to enable the Leo to start giving from a place of purity. And when you give from a place of purity, it's going to be from truth, not superficial. And that is going to bring the emotional stability that the Leo are seeking in their life. Because this is all, the reason that the Leo are overgiving is to cause peace. The reason they're trying to cause peace is they want emotional stability. But when you realize that that's a fear that you can't handle, that, you're going to reveal that you have a fear of not being emotionally stable, is going to enable you to unblock that fear, which is going to bring this manifestation in, which is faded, which is abundant, which is reaching to come through into your life, to start growing the seeds, the new birth. So that sounds like a pretty good read. I'm thinking if there's anything else. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, not to be afraid of anything that comes up and that comes up to you right now, that it can be your shadow self, your low self-esteem. A lot of self-esteem issues are coming up for people right now. You're going to reveal your self-esteem issues. That's what reveals in the deep. That's why it's hidden. We hide it because we feel bad or low about who we are. We have low self-esteem around some of our shadow. We have a negative perceptions of certain parts of ourselves. So we bury them. Those parts have to come up and be cleared so that you can have emotional balance around them. I could talk forever about this. Yeah, there you go. A person in their full manifesting power. So what needs to clear for Leo is the overgiving, the motivative for overgiving. It's sourced in fear, and it makes you giving from a place of superficiality. And that realization is going to enable you to literally align and vibrate in the right frequency to enable you to give from a pure place, which is going to put you in reconciliation, or possibly your true divine relationship, ending the negative thinking that is then going to propel you into a very emotionally balanced, progressive sort of movement forward towards your fate in total power, self-power. Beautiful read. Thank you. Have a wonderful month, Leo.